One name has lately become an unexpected competitor in the smartphone market: Huawei. Huawei has surprised customers and the US government at large with its most recent release. The company's smartphone is evidence of its state-of-the-art technology and creative design. Many people are curious as to how Huawei was able to have such a big impact in the fiercely competitive smartphone market in light of this unforeseen sequence of occurrences. There has been astonishment and curiosity surrounding Huawei's entry into the US smartphone market giant. The Chinese telecoms company has rapidly amassed a devoted global following thanks to its cutting-edge technologies and stylish designs. Its breakthrough into the American market was not without difficulties, either. Welcome to Trade Tales TV. There is a small reminder. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any newly uploaded videos. And hang on till the end of the video. Now let's move on. For Huawei, this is a significant time. The introduction of new products, such as the Mate 60 phone. It is reportedly quick, stylish, and most importantly powered by a processor that was produced in China and seems to support 5G. And in that regard, it's regarded as a significant win against US tech export restrictions against Huawei. Since 2019, the US has barred Huawei from supplying chips, citing the company's denials of security risks. Here, it has come to reflect the intense tech rivalry between China and the United States. Here we take a look at how Huawei surprised the United States with a smartphone. American officials were more worried about cutting-edge semiconductors being used in military hardware than cell phones. They were left wondering just how China managed to pull it off. The goal of U.S. Secretary of Commerce Gina Raimondo's travel to Beijing in late August was to resolve a deadlock that had put the United States and China at odds over trade and geopolitics. For the past few years, her department has worked to make it more difficult for China to produce or purchase the cutting-edge semiconductors required to power the impending technological revolutions. According to American hawks, the goal is to limit China's military might. According to the Chinese side, it is mostly about limiting the country's economic expansion. This phone immediately dominated her visit. The Mate 60 is designed to rival the iPhone from Apple. But there was no grand launch party for the Mate 60 like there was for the iPhone. Rather, it was covertly made available for online purchase. Shocking revelation. Along with promising a more reliable network connection and improved communication, Huawei's product page for the Mate 60 Pro on its website contained little information on the processor when it was first introduced. It was discovered that Huawei and the leading chip maker in China, SMIC, had developed a cutting-edge 7-nanometer processor to power the device. China's largest contract chip maker, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, which stands for SMIC, produced the latest Kirin 9000 chip, which powers Huawei's Mate 60 Pro. Similar to Huawei, SMIC is a Chinese corporation that is partially owned by the state. The US government has been imposing export restrictions on it since 2019. Industry experts were surprised by Huawei and SMIC's ability to create such a sophisticated processor, given US efforts to limit China's access to foreign semiconductor technology. Chips are classified according to their size in nanometers or billionths of a meter by the chip industry. It is roughly half the diameter of a double helix of DNA. In general, a chip's capabilities can be improved by making transistors smaller. The newest Galaxy smartphone from Samsung and the iPhone from Apple, for example, are built on circuits that use 3-nanometer technology. With regard to technology, US export restrictions were designed to keep China 8 to 10 years below the US. However, the Mate 60 Pro's KT 9000 Siemens chip showed that it might only be 4 or 5 years behind the most advanced technologies available today. The creation of this chip was done in 7 nanometers, which is far closer to today's state-of-the-art than the United States had hoped. How did SMIC and Huawei manage this? Taiwan has produced the vast majority of the most sophisticated chips in the world in recent years, and TSMC is the only business that produces the majority of them. TSMC was given the task of manufacturing and importing chips that the Huawei division, HiSilicon, had previously been able to design. That was put an end to by US sanctions. When access to Western technologies is limited, China appears to be able to grasp its way through to develop alternatives. The extreme ultraviolet lithography machine, also referred to as an UV machine, is the single most crucial piece of equipment needed to produce the most sophisticated semiconductors. Their development took several decades, and the total cost exceeded $100 million. They have the ability to turn designs as small as 3 nanometers into chips. They are made by just one firm worldwide, ASML, a Dutch company. China has not been permitted to import EUV machines from ASML. Exporting DUVs, a distinct kind of technology, and all kinds of technology, have been approved. It was believed that by essentially restricting them to that kind of technology, they would never advance past a certain point. However, what we discovered in this chip seems to show that they were able to take advantage of the power of this DUV equipment to produce far more sophisticated lines in those silicon pieces than the United States had anticipated. According to a Bloomberg report, SMIC did in fact make use of a few of these older ASML DUV machines. However, the crucial issue is whether it can manufacture the part on a large scale and effectively enough to be economical. It's possible that an insufficient supply of chips caused the handset to sell out more often than in high demand. It also suggests that reaching the next stage below 7 nanometers might be more difficult. Chinese plans to invest more than $100 billion in semiconductors have been widely reported, with 3 or 4 times the yearly expenditure of a large chip manufacturer such as TSMC. They have a possibility to eventually reach advanced capabilities given their capital and patience. This will make huge changes in the smartphone market. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed the technological deep dive and learned something new. If you did, smash that like button and drop a comment below to share your thoughts. And to make sure you don't miss out on future tech explorations, subscribe to Trade Tales TV. Until next time, keep innovating and exploring the ever-expanding world of technology.